Hello, my name is Andres, and welcome to my podcast. Today, I have some special guests that are beautiful women, and stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Today, we are diving into a topic that placed the modern world, the 2008 financial crisis. You might know it as the Great Recession.
Exactly. It was a global financial earthquake. And to help us understand, we have two fantastic guests. Use Laura, real estate expert, and real analyst expert Maria.
Thanks for being here. So let's start at the beginning if you want. Yes. This crisis is often called like the subprime mortgage crisis. Yeah. Can you explain us why this?
Of course, a supermortgage is a loan given to a borrowers with an imperfect credit history. What is this? Before the crisis, lenders like a Brothers Lemons Band used to give these loans like a candies very easily. They were betting that housing prices always will get up forever.
And that bet, as we know, went very well.
So why did this happen? What were the key ingredients that led to this massive crisis?
There were three main issues. The first one was lending practices, especially questionable. The brokers were using shady tactics, sometimes even falsifying documents, and they created what we called liar loans.
So you mean that lenders were being irresponsible?
Even worse, because it was often fraudulent, and also, in the second place, there was a shocking lack of regulatory oversight.
And the third ingredient,
The third ingredient, I think, is the most important, was the global interconnectedness. Lenders didn't just hold these risky mortgages, they bundled it up like a combination into a complex financial products. So, and they sold them to banks and investors worldwide. When the US market started to crumble, it didn't affect just the US, it spread for globally.
So, what I have been understanding is that people started to default on their loans. And the domino effect.
On the falls, it started to rise. The value of those complex financial products, the ones sold globally, plummeted. Um, well, this created a massive credit crunch.
a credit crunch.
Yeah. It means the banks stopped to lending each other and business because they were afraid, because they thought that going on bankrupt. Um, this lack of credit paralyzed the economy. Think about without loans, business couldn't invest and people couldn't buy things.
And the consequences were devastating. The worst global recession since the Great Depression. We saw massive unemployment, a huge loss of trust in the financial system.
I imagine that a lot of people were super angry because the financial institutions caused the crisis, no?
Exactly. Uh, this became into a huge public issue. People felt like there was one set of rules for the elite and another for everyone else.
So, for finishing this podcast and giving all this information, both what do you think that are the major lessons here?
The crisis made it clear that we need a better regulation. That led to reforms like a Dodd-Frank Act in the US. This act created a strict rules for a banks and forced them to hold a certain amount capitals to absorb losses.
Did it work?
It definitely helped. The crisis also showed us that the term subprime crisis is a bit of misnomer.
A misnomer?
Yes, because it wasn't just high risk borrowers who were involved.
And what about the long term legacy?
The crisis completely reshaped the global financial architecture. It highlighted the need for more transparency and international cooperation among the regulators.
Thanks for that incredible breakdown. It's a complex topic, but you are made it so clear.
I think absolutely that you made it so good. And this crisis talk that what happened in one part of the world represent like a all around global crisis. Thanks for being here and see you in a next episode if you want. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Sí,
Grabé.
pero graba, o sea, pausalo ahí ya.
¿Listo?
Ah, pero
Dale
grabemos
play.
otro completo,
Sí.
no.
No,
Ah, la
o sea,
voz es-
otro audio.
Bueno,
Otro audio.
a ver,
Y le pone la...
menos 5.
Sí.
El de aplaudir así le pone al final.
Ese, para que lo pegue. Si quieres, graba esto para que André Juan lo ponga ahí cuando pueda. No, ese no.
Sí, la voy a meter ese primero. Me avisas.
Ok. Listo. 1, 2, 3.
Profe, pónganos 5.
Ay, sí,
Profe,
por favor.
porfa.
Profe.
Ya.